Minecraft is a game that hits me in the nostalgia bone almost every time I'm looking at it, instantly giving me some sort of nostalgiasm, making me think that the sheep that was in my Minecraft world 7 years ago still somehow remembers me really fondly. I love the game. Minecraft was released in 2011, for those of you who don't know, and that was about when I was 7, and now I'm 17 going on 18. This game has been in my life for over a decade, and I still play it to this day. I've never really dropped it. I still sort of go ins with the ins and outs with the outs. But I don't really play it as consistently as I used to. But I've never really dropped it. I still keep up with it. That being said, the reason I wanted to make this video was because I think I sort of need to let the way I think or the way I play Minecraft go. I very much suckle on the titty of nostalgia every time I'm near this game, and I want to grab the feelings that I had back when I was 7. And it's a very, very toxic relationship with the game that I think I just need to let go of. And I wish want to preface this is I don't hate this game at all. This game is amazing and is probably one of the best games I have ever played. I just simply have this feeling of a very toxic relationship with this game that needs to go. So why is Minecraft so special to me? Well, first off, it has multiplayer and single player. I normally would play the single player because I was not exactly the most popular kid at the lunch table, but I had there were a few of them, but yeah, I would mostly play single player, and I love that. I love that I had the option to play single player or multiplayer. I wasn't losing a better or worse experience by doing one or the other. And again, that isn't to say I didn't play multiplayer. I had friends who would always play multiplayer, or not always, but would a lot of the times play multiplayer with me, and we'd have so much fun just like playing around on Minecraft Hypixel. It seriously was always a fun way to explore the game, no matter if it was with friends or by myself. Another thing is that this game literally has no limits. Your imagination can literally be the limit. It is insane how much you can do in this game. I love it. I love every time I log into this game and I can just build whatever I want with no one judging. Like, cause who's gonna see? Who's gonna see? Are you gonna see? I don't think you're gonna see. Like, it's crazy. I love that I can just be myself in a game and there is no repercussions to it because that is the way I chose to play it, and there's no real rules or reason to play in the game. It is, however, and entirely how you want to play it. This game is also just a comfort space. I know for me and many other people, just simply being on my computer like late at night in the summertime, there's no school tomorrow, and I'm just mining away with like some music blasting in the background. It's a very surreal and comforting experience, and it's genuinely a space to feel comfortable, relaxed, and at peace with. To get that feeling in a game is not easy, and it is very hard. Very few games can replicate the way that Minecraft does it. Genuinely, that is something that is so beautiful about Minecraft, and I love that. And just some other reasons that I love this game so much is that it really gave me great memories, and I have made really good friends from this game. Some of my best friends to this day are from this game, and it's crazy to think about that I met them through a blog game that I really didn't think I was going to like that much at all. But it genuinely started to change the way I viewed things and the world, and it gave me confidence in myself, I would say. But some things I don't like about this game is just some of the updates. I understand that to keep a game fresh and to keep a game innovative and creative and as diverse as Minecraft, you need to have updates and you need to keep constantly changing the game and, adding stuff or removing stuff from it. The problem is Mojang almost never removes stuff and only ever adds stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, even though yes, I do try to keep up with the updates and I try to keep connected with like the Minecraft and just what's going on in Minecraft. But even then, it is very hard to keep track with all the stuff they put in the game. It often feels like I just don't get the same game anymore. It feels like I'm opening a completely different version. And I know people can say, well, like, oh, why don't you go back to an old version that you really like? Well, that's because that's no fun. You don't want to play on the old version that you've played on a million trillion different times. I want to play on something that's new, and that will give me a different experience. But there's now so much in this new game that I can't remember it all. I can't keep it all up here, so it's not as fun to keep playing the game anymore. But again, this doesn't mean I don't like the game anymore. It's still a massively insane fun experience that I love. But the way that Mojang just keeps adding and adding and adding, I feel like at some point it's just going to be too much. I totally understand that game developers have to keep trying new ways to improve the game and to fix the game. But when you're only ever adding something to the game, it doesn't make the game different. It just adds more. I know that's repetitive, but if you're just adding stuff, it's still the same game with more items or more limitate or less ish limitations. You get to upgrade your diamond armor to netherite armor. That's awesome, but after that, there's nothing you can really do with the netherite armor. In these last few updates, sure, they have changed the game dramatically, but that's the first time it's really happened in like years. And it came after years and years of the fans begging for a Caves and Cliffs update because the Caves and Cliffs weren't great enough. All of this isn't to say that I don't like the game. I do like the game. I'm just saying that it does genuinely have flaws that I think, if unlooked at, will be a detriment to the game. And I hope the devs are learning from that, because with these last few updates, they have been really cool, and I hope the Warden is going to be a really cool mob. Again, that's not really the point of this video. So, on to why I can't stop playing the game. The, like, real die-hard, getting in them feelings kind of reasons, you know? Digging into the heart and pulling out that tiny little box that people never told me to open. The little emotion box. We're going a little deep in there today. Seriously, this game, when it came out, seriously helped me a lot. When it came out, I was definitely in a place where I was not popular. I was very alone. I did not have many friends, if at all. Minecraft really opened a way for me to be myself in a video game. It allowed me to be creative with no one to laugh at me. I'm very, very, very ADHD and like neurodivergent. And so a lot of the times people, when you're that young, don't understand that, and it is very hard to make friends, and it is very disconnecting sometimes to have ADHD because your brain is so high function and you're always thinking of something, and it's very chaotic and overwhelming for especially kids and trying to get to know people. And Minecraft was a way for me to outlet my ADHD in a way, but it was really for me to outlet myself. It was a way for me to be creative without anyone to judge me. It was a way for me to be me, and I will always love and treasure that. Minecraft gave me a reason to be me, and it is part of the reason why I know who I am today. That is a void I'm glad I'm filled, and I'm so grateful to know to be like myself now. It is very comforting, and to realize that this part of me has come from a past in this game. I don't know. It almost makes me, every time I want to play it, to see if I can get more out of myself. I keep playing it because I want to recapture that past feeling of me really growing into myself and realizing that I'm becoming more again. I'm growing into myself. But I can't recapture that past feeling because I am myself now. I didn't have a support system back then. I didn't have people around me that would support me to be myself. The only way I had that was through this game. And slowly and slowly building up confidence through Minecraft allowed me to eventually talk to people and make friends. And so I can't recapture that feeling anymore because I've already outgrown it. I already have a great support system with the people around me. There's no reason for me to fill that void anymore. In realizing something like this, it's almost very touching and heartbreaking in a way, because I'm so thankful for this game that I was able to break out of my shell and become myself. But it also makes me regretful because I never really knew that I was doing it. Does anybody ever really know they're breaking out of their shell in that moment? It's hard to tell sometimes, and I think for a while I didn't know why I was out of my shell or what really placed me where I was today. But I know now. I know that this game gave me creativity that I have today to make this video, to talk to people, to just be me. This game gave me something that I would have never gotten anywhere else, and I can only thank it for that. Anyways, no matter what, I'll always love this game, and I'll always be thankful for what it gave me. And honestly, I don't have much more for this video, so that's gonna be it.